Good evening, I'm Brett Baer. We are coming to you tonight from Fox News World Headquarters in New York. Our top story is about 250 miles outside Washington, D.C. One person is dead, and a lot of Republican lawmakers are shaken up after a train carrying them to a political retreat hit a truck on the railroad tracks near the Virginia border with West Virginia. Several people on board that train taken to hospitals, and naturally, right after it happened, questions started about whether this was an accident or something else. Correspondent Peter Doocy has the latest tonight from White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Brett. Almost 3 hours into a chartered train ride from Washington, D.C. to West Virginia, lawmakers were jolted. They heard a loud noise. The cars quickly screeched from 70 to 0, according to one member, and that is because their ride to a retreat collided with a garbage truck on the tracks in the town of Crozet. Within minutes, as a strong electrical smell filled the cabins, the Capitol Police pleaded with any physicians on board to administer first aid to the most seriously injured. And that is when a handful of legislators turned into lifesavers. Among the doctors on board, Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, Ohio Congressman Brad Wenstrup, Texas Congressman Michael Burgess, Tennessee Congressman Phil Rowe, and Kansas Congressman Roger Marshall, who told us two of the passengers in the truck required the most urgent attention, but that one could not be saved.
Dr. Rowe and I could not find the pulse, and his pupils were fixed and dilated, and thought it was best to call that code and move all of our attention back to the first victim.
5 train passengers were taken to the University of Virginia Hospital for head injuries, including a staffer for House Speaker Paul Ryan and a representative from Minnesota, Congressman Jason Lewis, who was evaluated for a concussion and tells Fox, quote, "I'm fine compared to, tragically, the truck drivers, and thankful for the prompt action of our doctors and first responders. My thoughts are with the family of the individual who passed away." Back in D.C., meanwhile, the president, who was briefed, says it's going to be a while until authorities know how a truck ended up on the tracks in front of a heavily guarded train.
We don't have a full understanding yet as to what happened, but it was a train hitting a truck going at a pretty good speed, and we'll have a full report.
At the point of impact, the badly damaged engine car was eventually removed, and the remaining cars were towed backwards to a train station in downtown Charlottesville, where Republicans were quickly loaded onto buses for a drive to their planned retreat.
And certainly a somber mood. Obviously concerned about those who were seriously injured and the deceased, and then some who were pretty bruised up. Somebody just walked back and got a cut on their hand. I think Raul Labrador and others who were up at that time. It was quite a jolt.
We were there. The transfer from train cars to buses in Charlottesville was tense at times because state and local authorities were not expecting to have half of Congress drop by the middle of a college town in the middle of the day. Lawmakers that I have spoken to are upset about what happened, but they are here now trying to refocus on their 2018 agenda. Brett.
Peter, thank you.